Boy, do I have a story for you. So I have a client, they decided to keep their property as a rental. This was quite a few years back. And they kept it as a rental. They decided, hey, you know what? I don't really like being a landlord. So they wanted to sell that rental property. So they gave me a call after they'd had it as a rental for 2 years and about 6-7 months. And they still had to get their tenant out of the property. We still had to get it prepped for sale and get it sold. So you have 3 years from the time you actually move out of the property to sell the home and not pay capital gains tax. So what we had to do by the time we got the tenant out, because they weren't real thrilled about moving, and we got the house all ready for sale, we didn't have very much time to actually get it sold and closed. So when we went under contract, we were only going to close about a week prior to their 3-year anniversary. And if it goes over even 1 day, they're going to pay capital gains, which was going to be, in their case, about $50,000 to $60,000. So they did not want to pay that capital gains tax. Obviously, who would? So we actually had to write it into the contract that if the buyer did not close on time, the seller had the right to cancel the transaction and not sell the home. So fortunately for the buyer and the seller, we were able to close on time. There was no issues, but that's something you really need to think about, because if it would have gone just 1 day over that 3-year anniversary of them moving out of the house, then they would have owed $50,000 to $60,000 to our favorite person, the IRS. So you want to make sure that if you are not going to keep your primary residence as a rental for more than a few years, that you get that property on the market, giving you plenty of time and plenty of wiggle room, so you're not so stressed out trying to close less than a week prior to the actual 3-year anniversary date.